And them Dr. DJ Clark in my Lord be glorified today. Oh, in my life, Lord, be glorified today. Hey, check it out. Hey, in the streets, I'm in transit on this destination of and if y'all didn't know my father had transition and it's kind of a reflective moment, or it's kind of a moment of pondering from whence I've come. You would think, my mother passed about 2 years ago. That when my mother passed, I was I found myself, it's different. When my mother passed, I realized, or even prior to her passing, I realized that I couldn't call her anymore. And if I couldn't call my mother anymore, then I could talk to her anymore. I can communicate with her. Because they're number one in Chicago. I'm in North Carolina. And so my frequent communication with my parents were via phone. I used to call my mom every day, every other day. My sister called me twice a day. She had a schedule. How do I know? Because when I call, she said, well, Dee Dee's on the line. And she'll click this shit. And so I call you back. If I just had something on my mind, if I had an idea that I would run past my mother and ask her what she thought. Sometimes people try to supplement the wives for the business of the mothers. That don't work. That don't work. It's not advisable because a mother's love is that unconditional one. A mother love, she'll love you even if you can't pay the bills. And she said, it's all right, baby. Your wife won't say that. She said, Joker, get out. You ain't good for nothing. Now, I'm not talking about anybody individually. I'm talking just specifically. You can't expect. What's up? You can't expect your knee head bro. You can't hear me? Am I clear? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if I'm too loud or if you can't hear or not. I don't know. Oh, loud. Okay. So what I was saying is that you can't. Well, somebody. I'm from the initial King of Hearts. Okay. When you expect someone to actually be like your mother as a spouse, you're in for a rude mistake, a rude awakening, because the person takes the vows to be with you, but not to be your mama. And when your mother leaves, it's different. You will hope that your wife will come in and be a good second runner up, but that's not always the case either. Because your mother's the only real cheerleader that's unconditional. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, ain't nothing wrong with that. But my thing is that when my mother left, I thought that, man, I can't call and run things by my mother, get some feedback. 'Cause my mama gave it right off the cuff. She's raw, unadulterated, raw, no chaser. She just gave it to you. Mama gave it to you. Raw, no chaser. But my mother's always been that way, just take care anymore. I guess which is probably the way I get my temperament from. Shit, what you talking about? What you say, the music about what you say, what you say, the music talks about what you talk about. Interesting. This music talk, okay. Maybe you have to expound on that because I'm not getting that. Okay, so what, so what is that? When my mother passed, it just was surreal somewhat. However, I was able to actually to go there. I had a friend, this how you know friends. This friends stick closer than a brother. I consider some of my friends as my brothers. Guys that walk say, "Yo, man, you need to go down there. Let's roll. Let's roll." We went 4 o'clock. We went 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning to Chicago from North Carolina. Got there 6 o'clock that night. Went to the hospital to see my mother. Because at that time, currently my mother was actually she's like a mini coma, and she came out of it. And she was cognizant and knew who everybody was, and she was talking to everybody. And it was a good time to see my mother. Then the church people came. She said, "Yeah, Mother Mo, I'm doing just fine, baby. I'm doing just fine." And she talked to my daddy. "That's my man. That's my man." This is exactly how my mom was talking. "That's my man." Then my sister-in-law was talking to her. It was cool. It was cool. And it was actually Father's Day. It's Father's Day, so everybody's up there. Went to see my mother at the hospital. Then went to Red Lobster, my father's favorite restaurant. Me and my boardwalk, and my brothers and my sister. And that was cool. And then after that, that's when we went to go see my mother after that. And some church people came. And that was cool. I got to, and I was there Friday. Saturday, right? Went to my pop's church. I spoke Sunday morning. I spoke Sunday. Stayed at my niece's house. We left Monday morning. Yeah, that's right. We went up there. We went up there. We saw my mother. Went to sleep. Got up Sunday morning. My niece cooked for us. Then we went to church. I spoke. And then we went back to my niece's house. All right, we back. Okay, it cut me off a little bit. I went to my niece's house and then got up early in the morning time and we left. And you know what? We left to see my mother the last time. Left for 10 o'clock. And we got on the highway. The blessings of God, we got on the highway and we actually saw a car, an accident right in front of us. I said, man, that car going real fast. It swooped right in front of us. It went between the truck and we saw a spin. That was wild. We swerved and got out the way. We swerved and got out the way. But then that's the last time I see my mother. But it's a good memory. But then when I tried to call back to actually speak with my mother via my sister, I just stayed with her. She said, "Nah, it's better when you're here because it wasn't the same." And so when I came to the realization, I could not talk to my mother on the phone. Then my mother left. I cried then. Because that's a support right there. That's, I can't call mama. And there's been times in the past I talked to my mother on the phone, right? I've talked to her on the phone and I could tell there's some issues that were happening. But she still was fully there for me. Crack jokes. Okay. Still crack jokes and she was still mine. But then she left. And that year I promise I had a whole bunch of stuff going on. And it's good to have friends that's close to brothers. Or like brothers. Or you consider brothers. And just roll with me. I had another friend like that named William Green. And he's gone. He transitioned. Tinker. They just said, no, we gonna drive with you, we gonna ride with you, we gonna drive with you. He had people in Chicago, but he always see me go by myself. That's his brother. So he rode with me to Chicago. His funeral was It's Charlie D's. It's Charlie D's funeral. It's Charlie D's. He drove. I didn't have a car. That's right. I didn't have a car. And he drove me down. He drove me to Chicago. He with the bonnet and everything. That's good people. You know. I remember Tika came to the house. My dad said, "Oh," he got excited. Thought that was I was dating him. Nah. It's good people. You meet good people in hard times. Because hard times tell you who good people are. Good people in hard times. Because hard times tell you who the good people are. And so I had so that's my mother, but now that's 2 years ago. My mother passed. Now it's my father. The set is gone. Yeah, so my dad's church, he got a chair with my mother's picture. Now you have a chair with my father's. It'd be hard. It's hard to know that I'm going to Unity, and Daddy won't be there. But everything he built will be. Go but not forgotten. Still always here in my heart. I think I'm gonna talk about. Yeah, tell me what y'all think. I have everybody gets words, family, and I'm doing a little research on it. But I think it's a pair, my mother and my father, as a set that work with each other. And also I think it's my father as a rock that held things together. Sometimes people think it's the woman that held things together, it's my mother. I believe my mother was the soil that was held down by the rock. Because when the rock was on the soil, the rock was a big boulder at one time. Because as a child, you see your father's like invincible. And as you progress in time, you see him, it levels out. The boulder doesn't seem that big. The boulder just seems like a big rock, then a big stone, and then a medium-sized rock, then a medium stone. But don't forget, I never forget, you always see a rock. The rock is solid. Let me see if I'm going right. I'm saying the rock is always there. So, as time progressed, as I lived in the house, as I lived, and I learned, and I experienced life as a Daniels, life in the house, with the tutelage of my mother and my father. I always realized that there's rock and there was good soil. My mother would sometimes the rock was abrasive, but the rock was always there. Abrasive at times, but needed at times. I remember when my mother would say, "I'm gonna tell you, Daddy." That's the soul cry out for the rock to come down hard. And it's just the fear or the reverence of me and my twin, or just me say, "Please don't tell Daddy, please don't," we begging, "Please don't tell Daddy," because the rock was so there's a boulder. It dwindled down. The boulder became smaller, 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 smaller. However, no matter how small the boulder became, it was always a rock. My father's all my life has been a rock. Has been the foundation from which I've learned my lessons. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. Things I know what to do. Some things I know that I'm not going to do. Eat, like it's this whole thing about eat the meat and spit out the bones. And when you eat the meat and spit out the bones, you can actually taste the texture and the quality of the meat. Eat the bones, you cut yourself and choke yourself to death. So, with that being said, now I'm going to make a transition to my transit to see the celebration. The celebration and go see people as we celebrate my father. My father passed over 65 years. Southside Chicago. Legacy. Legacy leaves a remnant. The remnant has a path. And the person is never forgotten. To the rock. Hey, gentlemen, this is here, Journey with Dr. D. I'm in the streets doing a hero's rant. Somewhat somber, rant, pertaining to the passing of my father. He knows we all have our moments. Well, I'm grateful. I'm grateful. 93 years. I get memories. It made me great. How about you? You all have your parents still here. Your mother and your father. And you have problems with your mother and father. I challenge you. Forget about those problems and give your mom a call. Give your daddy a call. Why? Because regret don't care about nobody. Regret don't care. I believe this life is like I believe relationships with individuals are invaluable, especially loved ones. So if you have an issue with them, resolve it. Because they won't be here always. And if they're not here always, you will have, and you're pouting, and you're resenting what they did, what they said about you 20, 30 years ago. Watch. If you don't take care of that now, it's going to haunt you when they leave. It's going to haunt you. Because it's not the people outside of your house that affects your state of mind. It's the person in the mirror that affects you. When you're alone in a room by yourself with your thoughts. So the choice is that you take time to embrace the memory with a loved one, encapsulate it, make it a time capsule, video, audio, picture, keep it. So when it's time, they're not on this level of existence. You can pull out the video, the picture, the audio, listen to the voice in the picture. And you can laugh about the time you had with them. Instead, some people are willing to go years without communicating with their spot where that memory, that embrace memory, is supposed to be. Regret is there. So when you're in the room by yourself, with nobody looking, nobody looking, the memory is in that spot where the regret is in that spot where the memory should be. Saying, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but you never did. Not only did you never do, you never even tried. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, it repeat itself. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Don't take life for granted. Buildings have a longer lifespan than our flesh. Of course, we live again, but what about now? Do you take advantage of the time that you have with the individual while they're here? If you take advantage in the good way, then when they leave, you have regrets. And regret don't care about nobody for nothing. The regret is the thing that the enemy uses to get you in a state of depression. It uses your unwillingness to forgive, your unwillingness to go further, your unwillingness to look over, and to harness unforgiveness to resentment, and to bitterness, and bitterness into hatred, and hatred into murder. And the only person you murder is yourself. Slow but sure. All right, journeyman. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we help others by clicking subscribe, commenting, and sharing. Because when you do that, you organically help grow with me and build with me, so we make it better tomorrow, today. I have a couple of new segments. I have guided meditation. I just started that one. I'm expounding on my End Up Streets with Dr. D, which I have ride and share, as well as End Up Streets. And then I have one reaction video. A reaction video. However, if you'd like to see me, Dr. D, do the reaction on specific videos and comment on those reaction videos, on the videos that you send, go ahead and send it to A Hero's Journey, INCHEROSJOURNEYINC@gmail. If you send me the video, I will do a reaction on it. Put your information in there. I give you a shout out as well. So that's my new segment. Again, I got react. These are my segments. I have purpose-centered videos, emotion-centered videos. I have End Up Streets with Dr. D. I have guided meditation, and I have reaction videos. And shortly, I'm about to start doing one-on-one interviews. So interested? Just give me a shout out on my Instagram, Hero Seeks, or the email that I told you about. And if you need to deeper, just go ahead, heroseeks.org. Give me a call, and then I have a conversation with you and see what we can do to help you get beyond your first move. All right, and if you don't remember anything else from this show right now, remember this: every day you get vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. What? Because life is just too short to live looking in the rearview mirror. This is the Hero Journey with Dr. D, and we are